everyone, welcome to another video on the Oshini Creations YouTube channel. Thank you for being here. I am Oshini Wright. I develop creative methods, books, and strategies that teach people to overcome challenges that hinder the building of an effective relationship with Jesus Christ. I carry out this mission by focusing on 4 divisions: the Word of God, prayer, relationship with God documentation, and paying for purpose. Welcome back to another video in the Prayer Board 2025 series. I am so grateful that you are here, and I am grateful that we have been able to reach thus far in the Prayer Board series. In previous videos, I have showed you and explained to you what a prayer board is, as well as my take on a prayer board, and various examples that can be focused on when a person chooses to create a prayer board. So if you missed those videos, or if you want to catch up, or if you want a refresher before we go into this particular video, feel free to go in the prayer board playlist. It will be linked in the description, and enjoy. Now, we have reached the part of the prayer board series where I am going to demonstrate to you how a prayer board can be made. Now, this is just one of the ways a prayer board can be made. There are so many other ways out there that can be used to make prayer boards. You are free to let your creativity run wild as you create your prayer boards for this 2025, or for any other season or duration of time that you want to dedicate to that prayer board. And so, if you remember, in the first video, I showed you 2 mini examples of what a prayer board can look like. Now, as I get ready to create my actual prayer board for 2025, a lot of what is on those mini examples I will be using on my actual prayer board for 2025. But what I decided to do, I have not made my actual prayer board yet because I'm still in reflecting mood and I'm still gathering ideas and inspiration and leading from the Lord as to how that prayer board is supposed to be designed and the direction that I should take it in 2025. But I decided that even though I am still in the process of bringing ideas together for my 2025 prayer board, I decided that for this video, I still want to show you a step-by-step method. I still want to show you a demonstration regarding how to create a prayer board. So I decided that for this video, I am going to remake the 2 examples that I showed you in the first video. Now, if you are ready for this, let's get right into it. So, in videos previously, I showed you that, this demonstration is on example 1. So, enjoy. So, in previous videos, I told you that when you are making a prayer board, the first step that you need to do is to decide on your focuses, what you are going to use that prayer board to focus on. So it could be prayer points that you want to focus on, or prayers that you want to focus on. So for this particular prayer board demonstration right now, for this first example that I am demonstrating to you, I chose to focus on 4 prayers. So this is the first prayer. This is the second prayer. This is the third prayer, and this is the 4th prayer. Right? And so these prayers are very key in my life right now, right? And so that's why I want to focus on these prayers. I will be focusing on these prayers in 2025, as well as some other pre-written prayers that have been birthed out of my relationship with God, right? But for this example, I chose to limit it to these 4 prayers. So this is the first step. I chose my focuses, which in this case, I am dedicating this prayer board example to these 4 prayers, right? There they are. There they are. There they are. There they are. And in this case, I went where my creativity took me. So that's what I'm saying. If when you're creating your prayer board, feel free to go as wide as your creativity takes you, right? So what I did now, I had some envelopes like this, right? And what I did was I pasted one of the prayers here and another prayer here, and then I cut the envelope in half and glued up the sides. And that's how I did this with 2 envelopes, and that's how I ended up with these 4 small envelopes, right? So I turned the 2 big envelopes into 4 small envelopes. And you know, I enjoy painting and decorating, so I decorated it how I wanted to decorate it. And I went ahead and prepared it beforehand, so I would not have to do all of this on the video, right? And so that's what I did. And also, so I have that. I also have the envelope for my prayer resources ready. And for this prayer board example, these are the prayer resources that I am starting out with. All right, what I am starting out with. So these resources are basically methods that are going to help me as I pray through this prayer board or pray using this prayer board, right? So these are kept in here. These are kept in here. And I have three other resources that will be in the prayer board as well for this example. So here they are, here they are, here they are. So I will put this in the envelope. So I'm just showing you the materials so far, right? And then on your prayer board, you can also put quotes that are to help you, encourage you to continue to pray, right? And so for this particular prayer board, since I am using actual pre-written prayers, I have been encouraged lately by the prayer in St. Matthew 26 verses 36 to 46. That prayer that Jesus prayed about, nevertheless, not my will but thine, right? And so there is a particular section in that prayer where it says, and he went away the 3rd time praying these same words. And so from there, I realized that Jesus prayed saying the same words. So that's basically similar to what I am going to do, right? I am going to be praying these pre-written prayers over and over and over and over and over and over and over, right? And so that's basically an example of what praying the same words looks like. And so I just wanted this that Jesus did. I wanted it on my prayer board so it can be an encouragement to me to continue, right? Because Jesus prayed the same words. So that's an encouragement to me that I can as well. This is also another encouragement that I'm going to be putting on my prayer board. It says, proceed with caution, pray as you go. And this was something that was told to me by the Lord through someone couple years ago. And so I want it here as an encouragement as well. So I am just explaining to you the materials that will be used to make this prayer board. And this prayer board, the board that I will be putting all of these contents on, is an old calendar. So this is an old calendar. I don't remember what year calendar this was, but what I did was I used acrylic paint. You know those type of acrylic paints that when you put it down on the paper, it covers everything? Yes, so I used black acrylic paint to cover everything on the calendar, right? And so this is how it looks. This part is not done so well, but this part was actually the part that didn't have anything. That's why it looks like this. Yes. So, as I said, you can use old calendars, any paper that you have that is thick, because as we know, most calendar pages are actually thick, you know. Any paper that you have that is thick, it doesn't have to be as big as this, it can be small. Any paper that you have that is thick can work, right? And so we are going to get into creating our prayer board. So the first thing that I am going to do, oh, and we have our glue. So the first thing that I am going to do now is to paste the word prior board. Okay, so I'm pasting down the word prior board, right? And as I said, you can let your creativity run wild as you do this, right? So it's up to you how you want to be creative. So I want to put a piece here and another piece here. And so I want to cut a piece here. So this is just you. This part is up to you. Oh, let me drag this down. This part is basically up to you and your creativity. Right? Up to you and your creativity. Up to you and your creativity. So right now I am going to paste down the 4 priors. All right. Then the next thing I will paste down is the prior resources envelope. me move this so you can see it better. Okay. Press it down. Okay. All right. So all of the major parts of the prior board are now placed on the board as it relates to this particular example, right? You have the title, which is prior board, you have the 4 priors, you have the envelopes, and then you have the prior resources envelope, right? So what I am adding next are the encouragements. So I'm just going to put the encouragements where I want them to go. I want this to be the main encouragement or the focus encouragement. Be careful that I don't glue the flap closed. Ooh, the flap. Okay, hold on. I have to be careful that I don't glue the flap closed. All right. Never thought this through, I guess. Okay. All right. We'll work it out. All right. We'll work it out. We'll work it out. All right. We're going to apply our glue now. All right. We're going to apply our glue now. All right. All right. Going to apply this here. Going to apply this right here. Saying the, hold on, sorry about that. Jesus prayed saying the same words. Alright, so I'm going to put proceed with caution here. Oh, okay. Let me put proceed with caution, pray as you go on the... Trying to figure out where would be the best place for it. Oh, I wish I had... Okay, I can put it here. I wish I had done both the same way, you know, like how this is done. Alright, I'm gonna put pray as you go right here. Think I'll need to do another proceed with caution in the same design as the pray as you go, so that it will connect in my head. Alright, and then that's basically it. You just go where your creativity takes you. That's basically it for example number 1. I think I will do another video for example number 2. And I have an example number 3 in my head, a general one. I think I will do that video as well, hopefully. But yes, so this is basically how to make a prayer board. You can go as simple and as complex as you want to. Instead of putting prayers here like I did, you could have chose to use prayer points instead, and you did not have to glue them onto envelopes. You could have glued them onto paper and glue the paper down similar to how you would glue down an envelope, or just glue the paper down normally as a background, right? And so this is just another way, and you would basically just do the same thing with the prior resources and everything, right? And so once you have your focuses, once you have your prior resources, once you have your materials that you want to use to make your prayer board, go wherever your creativity takes you. You may not be a painter like I am. You may rather normal black and white. Go for it. You may rather a single color like a black and then having everything in pink. Go for it. However you are creatively, go for it, right? As long as your prayer board is created, as long as you create a prayer board at the end of the day that you are excited to use, it is okay. So I hope you enjoyed this video today, and I'll see you in the next one.